In this morning's Work It Out series, our expert is changing the fitness scene in Houston, Texas at Mo City Fitness. Tony Jones is a fitness veteran with more than 20 years of experience. He's dedicated his time to helping others become the very best versions of themselves, from simple health needs to treating chronic illness. He's even trained the head hottie herself, Megan Thee Stallion. Coach Tony is the true definition of making silent moves, and he is here with us today to help us work it out. Coach Tony, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
So let's start from the beginning. What was your first introduction to health and fitness?
Probably in high school. Um, I know it's kind of funny, but I would always see older guys that I thought was older, maybe 30s, with like the little beer belly, and I was like, oh, I can't do that. I don't want to ever be like that. So at an early age, I started running through the neighborhood, doing a lot of calisthenics in the house because I really couldn't afford a membership at the time. So I think that was my first start. I realized that at that point, this is where I'm going to go.
So I want to brag on you a little bit because you have members who tried your 30-day transformation challenge and then themselves have turned into amateur bodybuilders, and you've even helped people with chronic illnesses get back on their feet. How are you making this possible?
Through education. A lot of times we hear about things, but until you could bring it to the forefront. And what I found it was when I get them in front of me, and I could show them pictures, and I could show them the transformation from a start to beginning. I think that's been the biggest key thus far.
And of course, everyone wants to know what it was like training Grammy winner Megan Thee Stallion. You got to tell us about that. Give us the tea.
Megan really is awesome, but when she and I were together, it's totally different than when I see her on screen. It's almost like, no, that's not her. She's totally different in person, but she works hard. She's very humble, and she'll do whatever you tell her to do. I mean, she definitely was a pleasure to work with. Actually, I started out training her mom. Her mom used to rap. I don't know if she ever tells the story, but her mother used to rap. So I started out training her mom like in the early 2000s,
Wow,
and that's how. So I met Megan was a kid at the time, so she would see her mom working out, and I know she would hear her mom rap all the time.
that's amazing. So it's a family craft, and I love that you said she was humble and she listened. I think that's always important. Hey, when we talk about fitness, we're usually talking about losing or gaining weight. At Mo City Fitness, you all are branching out into other things that can help with your overall wellness. Tell us about your red light therapy option. What is it?
Red light therapy is a new form of treatment that they treat you with light, the sequence of lighting, and it's called near infrared. So pretty much the things that we hear about are considered far infrared, which means it goes to the skin level. But near infrared goes through the body, get to the bone. So now it's able to treat those, if like with acne. If you have acne, it actually treats the bacteria that forms in the pimple. If you have inflammation, it goes directly to that spot and it starts treating that spot through the red light with the frequency of lights. It's a new technology. There's only a few people that's using it. Right now, I think we're probably 5 years ahead of our time. At some point, majority of the treatment that we'll receive, it'll be through light treating.
It's really interesting. And what sort of results can people expect to get through this type of treatment?
The results are phenomenal. Even for an example, like with skin thickening, it guarantees you 200% of collagen thick. I have even now, we have several older members who battle with swelling in the joints. I haven't seen the swelling come back yet, and it was always treated with 1 or 2 treatments. But with the skin, it takes between 6 to 8 treatments, and you see a noticeably difference.
That's really interesting. All right. It's the new year. A lot of people make fitness as their goals, right, for the new year. For someone who's just getting started, what's the first step that we can take to actually make a difference in our fitness and health?
To show up.
Hmm.
First step is to show up. If you show up, then it's our responsibility to get you motivated and educate you enough to show you the importance of what you're doing. And we try to change your mindset from uh, a New Year's resolution into a life. It has to be a way of life. So that's where it all started. We just simply just show up.
Showing up is the first step. I love that. We know that your trainers specialize in middle school and high school sports. One even is an Olympic athlete. You have female trainers, something for everyone. For our viewers who have tried all types of things and want to make a real change, what would you say to them to encourage them right now?
If you really want to change, you'll make the first thing has to start in the mind. You accepting it, say this is what I want to do, and the other part of it is the discipline and the accountability. If you can maintain the two of those things, you're gonna have a great success.
All right, someone's blowing you up. They see you on BNC right now and they're calling you. We just have about 30 seconds left, so tell us, where can we go to find out how to train with the best and more about Mo City Fitness?
Well, you have to come to the suburbs of Houston. So we're located at 445 Murphy Road, Suite 600, Stafford, Texas 77477. Or you can just DM us on Instagram or Facebook at Mo City Fitness and Sports.